With this ad campaign, we're averaging a $39 cost per book call for a $5,000 offer. I'll kind of break down exactly the high-level funnel and then how you guys can do each and individual step, right? And so this part, we could funnel hack and we could create a very similar ad. We could model this ad, right? So from here, this is the exact. So that is the simple process that we use to crack the code on agency ads, so we can, spend $1, make $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 back. All right, this is the most important video that you'll watch on SMMA if your goal is to make anything beyond $20,000 a month. What we have done recently at my agency is crack the codes on the most scalable and predictable acquisition method that exists in 2023, and that is paid ads. See, in the last 3 weeks, we've scaled from $0 to $23,000 a month. We've documented the entire process. You can check out my YouTube channel to get more on that. And in order to do that, and in order to blow past that, and as we're on pace and on trajectory for 100, 200, 300K a month over the next 6 months or so, we needed to crack the code on the most profitable acquisition method, which is paid ads. See, cold calling, cold email, all that stuff is great. But if you really want to, blow your agency up, if you really want to create a machine where you can spend $1 and get $10 out and double that input overnight with a click of a button, paid ads is the only way to go. And so that's why this video, I'm going to break down exactly what we did, how we built our funnels, and exactly what you guys can do so you guys can create your own machine and blow past $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month with your own agency. So I want you guys to take the next 10 minutes, get off Pornhub, get off any other distractions here. Okay, close other browsers because it'll be the most valuable thing that you watch. If you're sitting in the room and you got your girlfriend or your wife in the room, go tell her to make you a sandwich because you have to focus, okay? So first of all, I'm going to show you guys proof that I'm not fucking around. Then I'm going to show you guys the overview, the high-level funnel and kind of it mapped out. And then we'll break down each individual step that we used so you guys can actively apply that and get tangible value so you can apply it to your own agency. All right, so here you can see is our ad account, and right now, the average per website schedule is $39. Okay, so for the longest time, I was a disbeliever of paid ads. I've tried paid ads many, many, many times in the past. I've spent a couple $100, $1,000 here and there, and it has never worked. And because, I didn't have the same perspective that I do today, and maybe some of you guys may be struggling with the same perspective, because it didn't work with my initial attempts, I always just turtled back into cold email, cold DMs, and the outreach messages that I was more familiar with. But what I didn't realize was that you might have to spend $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 trying to crack the code on paid ads, but once you do, it becomes the best $5,000 you ever spent, because now you have a predictable acquisition machine that you can just ramp up and turn on and infinitely scale, almost infinitely scale. And so here you can see, with this ad campaign, we're averaging a $39 cost per book call for a $5,000 offer. And even at an only 10% close rate, you're looking at a $400 cost per acquisition, which our close rate was a little bit more than that, and you can kind of get the gist of why this worked so well. So what I'll do for you guys now is I'll kind of break down exactly the high-level funnel and then how you guys can do each and individual step. All right, so the first thing that I'll talk about here is the ad campaigns themselves. So I made the mistake early on of trying dynamic creative and throwing a bunch of different ads into the same ad set, and it was a mess. We were getting data, but I couldn't actually tell what ads were winning and what ads were losing because it was a dynamic creative. And yes, you can break down and stuff like that, but it just wasn't effective. So the campaign structure that we have now is to set up a broad campaign and make the objective leads, website leads. You should be sending them to a landing page and go high level. I'll walk you guys through how to build that, what it should say, how it should look like towards later on in this video. But for right now, it should be a campaign that's a leads campaign. So we'll put leads there, and then from there you can have 1, 2, 3, 10 different ad sets. Okay, and then within each individual ad set you have one ad. Okay, now the reason you do it like this, okay, is because each ad set, write this down, each ad set spends the same amount of money in the beginning. So let's say it's $33 a day, $33 a day, $33 a day. And then after 1 or 2 days, you'll be able to tangibly see which one is better, which one is worse, right? And let's say this one sucks, so you get rid of this one, and then you double the spend on these ones, right? And then what you do, you come back into Ads Manager here, you go to breakdown, click this button right here, you can break down by age, okay? So now I can see that 45 to 55, that's where I'm getting all my leads from, right? So you can come back to this, duplicate this one, right? So let's duplicate this one, but then we only target people 45 to 55, and we make changes based on the data that we receive. Or let's check our headline, right? Like maybe you want to filter by headline, or maybe you want to filter by, the different creatives that you've tried. Whatever the case may be is fine, right? But you keep duplicating this and making a change, split testing whatever is the highest performing thing of the previous ad that's currently running and cutting the losers, okay? And now the next question is like, how do we find, ads? Like what do we say in our ads? Well, here's the simplest way to do it. You come over to Facebook Ads Library, right? This is exactly what I did. It's so simple, so simple. You go United States, all ads, and let's say we're in the gym niche, gym owners, okay? So now we just simply find ads that have been running for 2-3 weeks, or, we can tell it's it's a successful ad, right? Let's see this one. Okay, so this one's been running since September 22nd, right? So that's, like 2 months that this one's been running. So it's obviously a profitable ad, right? And so this part we could funnel hack and we could create a very similar ad. We could model this ad. Obviously this one's a really good one. So right now, if I was in the gym niche, I would be modeling this ad. I would be taking this copy, I'd be making it my own, I'd be modeling a bit, and I'd be making a very similar video, right? We do that 2-3 times to, I don't know if it's gonna be deleted, but to create our initial 3 ad sets, okay? And that is how simple it is to create the ads. But now that we have the ads, right? Now that we're starting to generate attention, we need to be able to collect leads, right? And we need to be able to get them to a booking form so they can book into our calendar so we can jump on that sales call with us and acquire more clients for our agency. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like, and then how to, make your own so you guys can, use this process to make a shit ton of money for your guys' self too. So coming back into Whiteboard, right? We have your ad, right? We know how that works. Okay, we've gone over that. And then from there, you have an opt-in page, okay? So what the opt-in page should look like, you should have your headline up here, right? And then a button, and that's it. And then if you have it, you can put testimonials down here, okay? And the reason why you just have a headline and a button on that is, first of all, 80% of your landing page, the 80% of the results of your landing page will come from your headline. 80% of the work is done once you've made your headline. It's the most important thing when it comes to advertising, right? So you should be split testing headlines over everything else, right? What happens is after they click this button, a pop-up form comes. So it'll be a simple pop-up form with a smaller headline and then like name, email, phone number, right? And then from there, they get redirected to another page where it'll be like your calendar link, right? This is my rough drawing. Wow, we're crushing this. With like another headline here, okay? So, and then from there, it'll be a thank you page. Wow, looking good. And this one will also have a VSL on it. Okay, so I know this is super messy. This is my mouse, so excuse me, but I promise you this shit works. This is the exact process that we used, okay? Unfortunately, I'm not gonna just openly show my exact agency's one on here because I'd be shooting myself in the foot and there would be a million copies of me overnight, which wouldn't work for you guys because good luck outspending us, good luck out competing us, and you're just gonna look like a fool compared to us. But also, it would just be like unnecessary headache for me as well to demolish every single fucking one of you guys who try and fucking copy us. Anyways, that being said, we have the ads. We just covered how to create the ad. And from there, we have a landing page, with the testimonials. I got to go high level, and that's simply do it. Now, when you click the button, a pop-up happens, right? It's just name, email, phone number, right? And it should be sold with a headline here, something like, reserve your market or claim your spot, right? Now, the reason why we don't send people directly to the calendar page is because there's a lot of people that are going to fill in the form, but not schedule, right? They think about when you're running lead forms. Like a lot of people might fill out the form, but not book a call right away. And that's totally normal. So we want to collect as much contact information as possible. And then from there, right, once they filled in the form, they get redirected to the landing page where they can schedule on your calendar. And then from there, it's a thank you page, right, with like kind of what to expect on the call, and then a VSL, right? So you typically want, with cold traffic, you put the VSL at the end, right? And then from there, they go high level, right? Where I will make an entire video on prospect indoctrination on what to do after this, right? But the gist of it is you create reminder sequences, you create follow-up sequences where you continuously send them the VSL and remind them that the call is about to happen at XYZ date whenever they scheduled. So to show you guys how to do this, I'll give you guys a quick example here. So for here, this is like RST's one. Obviously, we don't have a split test set up right now, but you just simply click create variation, duplicate control page. Right now it's going to do it. Fuck, I shouldn't have done that. Anyways, from there, right, that is how you set up the split test. So on the split test, you do have two different landing pages, right? And then you can just simply drive the traffic to 50-50. Depending on whatever the winning landing page is after a couple of days, you just select which one that you want to continue with. But let's go into edit so I can show you guys how to actually set this up. Right, so from here, this is the exact same structure as a funnel that you would want to use here. So you have your headline right here, your sub-headline if you want. You click this button. When you click this button, this thing comes up, right? Like this application comes up. From there, you click, reserve my spot, right? And then from there, right? And so all you have to do is click here, and then, link to open pop-up, and then pop-up, and then you can edit the pop-up there. From there, you then redirect traffic to step 2 in the funnel, right? We'll be watch this video and then schedule a call below. So this is where you can schedule a call to speak with us or speak with, people, or, you want to set that up. So you want to put your calendar in there so your prospects are then speaking with you. And then from there, I don't even think we have a VSL, but in the agency we do have a VSL. But you take people to the thank you for applying page. And then here, it's just simple. All we have is a thanks for applying, watch a short video to confirm your call. I'm assuming this is some form of, it's probably just a testimonial montage or something. Anything like that is great. Obviously, in the agency space, you want to be a little bit more sophisticated, make it a little bit better, and then click here to join the free Discord. That's obviously just something that's, RSC specific. But that is the gist of what the funnel looks like and how you can make it for your own agency as well. So that is the simple process that we use to crack the code on agency ads so we can, spend $1, make $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 back and be able to increase spend with a click of a button. I just go in there, adjust budget, boom, more spend, more leads, more money. That is why cracking the codes on paid ads is how you actually quickly scale an agency. Getting to 10K a month, that's one thing. Getting to 20K a month, that's another thing. But getting to 50, 60, 100, 200K a month, right? Doubling out on paid ads is a very, very, very wise play at that point. So if you guys want, to discuss possibly me coming into the trenches, me and my team coming into the trenches and building this funnel out with you, click the link below. We are looking for a few rev share partners that we would love to be able to do this with. If that's of interest to you, click the link below. We don't accept that many. We do get hundreds of applications. We don't accept many, but regardless, I'd love to still build a connection with you guys, so that would be cool. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching this video. Hope you guys got a shit ton of value out of it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.